There we go. Oh, let's go. Oh, let's go. We are live on YouTube as well. Bet. Let me check out my stream on YouTube real quick, just to make sure it's going fine. Devilly. Damn, there's a lot of devilies. Should I change my name? Why is there so many devils, bro? Hold on. Stream title. Oh, I didn't title my stream. I'll just copy it over. Guilty Gear. Gaming. GGSD. Ranked. There we go. Okay, that's saved. And then if I search right, stream settings. Does that show up on my OBS? Oh, it does. Bet. Does that show up on my OBS? Oh, it does. Bet. Okay, now let me figure out how to. Let's see. Um. Whatever. I'll figure that out later. Maybe I'll just quickly. Maybe I'll do this. I'll open that on YouTube. Go to add the devil. Alright, now I can see all the chats. Right? Yeah. Perfecto. Timestamps. Yep. Okay, that's set up. What do we want to play? What do we want to play? Yo, bro, I missed the World Cup game. What's the score? France versus Morocco. Oh, it's still live. I'm gonna watch that.
Petite, baby. What does that even mean, bro?
Those types of positions enough. He is the oh, what a ball.
Dembele there, just a blind ball to a wide open Desiree Doué. Mbappe on the outside of him. Mbappe on Achraf Hakimi. Got some support there. It was El Anaoui who slid over and blocked the return pass for Doué. Doué back heel. Mbappe, longtime former teammate Hakimi, opponents for a fifth time. Those two. Dembele early in for Elise. Just nowhere for him to go. Doué turns it inside. Doué.
I'm surprised.
Hakimi got to be careful. Mbappe clips it up in the back post. It'll come all the way through.
Yeah, it looked like there was maybe a little touch on the heels of Mbappe, but he ends up staying on his feet to keep this play alive. I love Doué there, just letting that ball run across him, facing the play, but then as soon as he turns, now he's opening up the game. French bodies buzzing around the ball. Mbappe trying to get free. I'm just seeing the constant interchanging of the front line of players trying to find spaces to get isolated, to get in behind this Moroccan defense, which has really been doing a great job to this point of staying compact and together.
Morocco are going to go to their bench. They have two substitutes preparing to come on. Looks like Sofiane Rahimi is one of them, a player we thought might be starting for the injured Saibari. It was a clever foot by El Canals, and it was indeed a handball by Jules Koundé. It's the sound of the Moroccan supporters. In fact, you're seeing the French, you're hearing the Moroccans. Main supporter sections on opposite ends of the stadium here in Foxborough.
And Rahimi coming in would suggest kind of the answer to your question that you had for me, which was Morocco playing without a designated striker, playing with two attacking players that are essentially 10s, operating underneath, floating, finding different types of space. Now Rahimi coming in is going to play up against the center backs. He's going to try to run them out of positions. That potentially opens up some space. You're also trying to get some fresh legs against this French defense to keep them honest, to keep the pressure on the midfield.
Good work by Kone to turn it inside. Pass took a deflection, but France will keep it. Those numbers tell the story, not just the discrepancy in shots, but the fact that it's 0-0. Doué took that away. That looked like it was going backwards to Rabiot. Rabiot's able to win it back. Did he use his hand? Referee says no. Digne crosses it in. Knocked away by Mazraoui. Rabiot heads it back in. Doué able to find Mbappe. Through traffic. Mbappe! 20 career World Cup goals!
That's a crazy shot.
Gives France the lead in the quarterfinal.
And as the French celebrate, the Moroccans protesting with the referee here about a potential handball in the lead up to this goal. but just how quickly it can happen for the French. And for that man, once again, his 8th goal of the tournament, as this ball just gets turned over right here. Quick touch through the legs, and Mbappe doesn't need much space. Morocco back off. It was also close whether he was onside or not, but he just gets Diop to freeze for half a second there as he looks to try to engage. That touch there, hesitation, says you're gonna give me that? Thank you very much. The top spin on the ball, the quick release is what catches Bono, and he has no chance getting to that ball. Kylian Mbappe, once again, for the infallible French.
Morocco are still upset. We have not
haven't
seen a replay of whether it was indeed a handball.
And they're holding the subs right now, so, and there's the signal, so that goal's been given.
The goal is good. Kylian Mbappe, 20 World Cup games played, 20 World Cup goals scored. And here come the changes. So the 18-year-old Boadi will be replaced by the 29-year-old veteran Sofiane Amrabat. And it looks like El Kanaous will be the player withdrawn to get the center forward Rahimi on the field.
I mean, it's just one of those moments for Morocco where you just think, how does that happen? We've been playing a great second half. We're in the game, defensively organized. I'll tell you how. Magic, brilliance. That's just individual class of the highest order. Just sensational. I don't know how you stop that. I mean, Diop is 2 yards away from him, and he gets the shot off in the far corner. Just incredible.
And then Diop just dumps Mbappe to the turf off the ball right now. Salah-Eddin under some pressure, trying to steer it back. Morocco will keep it. He scored a goal like that against Sweden. As Mbappe's still down, his ability to generate power and spin with not really much of a run-up, is that something you can teach, or is that just sort of an innate God-given skill that he has?
I think it's more the latter, but it's clear it's something he has worked on so much, his finishing from different parts of the field. And I'd love to have, and we will, dissect this with two of the best. Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Thierry Henry about that quality.
And Diop was late. Mbappe down in pain for a second time again. These two, a decade ago, were teammates at the under-19 level, playing for France together. Opponents today for the first time in 8 years.
And it's frustration because when you can't get close to a guy like that, that's the only way you can stop him. And comes in late. Look at the touch from Mbappe outside of the foot around the corner, about to accelerate away. Textbook yellow card there. Probably one, honestly, that Diop's quite happy to take after conceding the goal.
In saying that, if Morocco were to come from behind and win, he would not play in the semifinal. Yellow cards are wiped out after the quarterfinal, so if you get through this game without getting a second yellow in the knockout, you're fine.
And the bad news for Morocco is if they need any more down a goal. The French, after scoring first, 18 straight, unbeaten.
They've not lost a World Cup game when scoring first since the 80s. Not that it needs to be a loss, as we saw Morocco against the Netherlands. They tied it up right at 90 minutes. They won in a penalty shootout. French will know that too. They'll want more. Mbappe returns. Rabiot into the middle. Diop was
Is it working?
Clear it away.
Ah, it's working. Is it working?
Kylian Mbappe today is passing his coach Didier Deschamps in the France all-time appearance leader list. You see he's gone level with Messi at this tournament. He's one shy of Messi for that all-time goal-scoring mark. Tying Hugo Lloris's record for most games played at the World Cup. Any French player. He, like Messi, we're just running out of superlatives to say about him.
The big players turn up in the big moments. That's as evident as just even seeing the Golden Boot list there. You've got 5 of the best players in the world on that list.
Miroslav Klose is a long ways in the rearview mirror. He held that record for a long time. All-time goals at a World Cup. Big tangle of bodies behind the play. The French will play on. And that was knocked away. A little casual there from Elise. Rahimi, and that's going to tail out. He was trying to play it out in space and get in a foot race with Upamecano.
It's Mbappe once again. Look at that. I mean, as that ball is moving, you can see it's moving from the top spin on it, where most players are thinking in that moment, okay, can I bend it? Can I hit it? Start it outside the post, make it difficult for the keeper. And I think that's why even Bono there recognizes he has no time to get across to it because the shot came off so quickly.
Here they come for more. Dembele, Dembele!
And Dembele, not to be overshadowed by Kylian Mbappe. The way the two of them all tournament have been scoring and assisting each other. Dembele has 2 assists from Mbappe in this tournament. I'm going to give this one a third. If you watch the run, finds the pass from Olise. Mbappe, it is a 3rd assist for him. Look at the run. He drags the defender inside, and that opens up the gap. So it's the instant recognition there from Dembele. Well, now 2 defenders are going with Mbappe. They're going left, I'm going right, and then finishes down to the bottom corner. Past Bono, who stood tall in the first half. That look says it all for the Moroccans. You concede that first one, and then France hit you with the second. His 5th goal of the tournament now as well. And France with a 2-goal cushion.
Flip long for Rahimi to chase. The Moroccans are desperate. They've got a little less than 30 minutes to find a way to turn this around. There was a time when Ousmane Dembele, reigning winner of Ballon d'Or's World Player of the Year, couldn't score a goal at a World Cup or any major tournament. That was a couple weeks ago. He now has 5 goals in his last 5 games at this World Cup. Our hydration break is powered by Powerade. It comes with the French. 2 goals, 6 minutes apart, in complete control here in Foxborough, with a spot in the semifinal Tuesday afternoon in Dallas at stake. What can Morocco do in response? We'll find out.
How we're made determines how far we go. So for those who are strong, those who are powerful, those who aren't afraid to push their limits, the world of greater awaits. Greater journeys, greater experiences, greater memories. The first ever Kia Telluride Turbo Hybrid is ready.
Powerade has 50% more electrolytes than the leading sports drink. And Powerade is the official sports drink of FIFA World Cup. Power your legacy with Powerade.
I want to create a legacy where people can say, this guy changed American soccer.
Is David's backyard ready for the FIFA World Cup? Maybe he'll build it, like Beckham. Brilliant move here. David's going to the Home Depot for the assist. David can flip it like Rich. Paint it like Patricia. Deliver it like Dan.
My beehives. This is so relaxing.
Plant it like Patrick.
Or watch it all happen just like Josh.
Very happy to help.
Back live in Foxborough. Let's start this conversation from Morocco's perspective. They were doing an awful lot right.
Yeah.
And then they get hit with 2 punches 6 minutes apart. What's the conversation? What's their plan now with 20 minutes to go?
Well, the hardest part for the Moroccans is that a lot of their strength came from their ability to limit the French attack and keep the game scoreless. But the second that that dam is broken, it is floodgates, and it is the French attack having more space, because now you have to chase the game. You're down 2-0 in the quarterfinal. You're gonna have to go for the game. You have to make more attacking subs. What does it do? Well, it opens you up to the counterattack, and that's just where the French are so lethal. That's where that goal came from, and it's an important second goal. But now also France are going to make some subs. They're going to bring on other options. Looks like Zaire Emery's going to come in as well for them.
Manu Kone is going to be taken off. He was one of the players shown a yellow in the last game, so he would be at risk of suspension for the semifinal. And this will be a World Cup debut for 20-year-old Warren Zaire Emery. Plays at Paris Saint-Germain with a number of these French players, and Achraf Hakimi as well. Had not seen the field yet of this tournament.
You've got to think as well, in the back of Deschamps' mind is also the yellow card that Olise is carrying.
Which the French tried to appeal.
Yeah, which they're probably going to give it a couple more minutes here and would be thinking about that sub for sure. Just want to make sure the game stays the way it does. Morocco they're gonna give it a go here though. We'll see if they can. That's the harder part.
From a French perspective, barring what happens the next 20 minutes, if you're Spain or Belgium, if you're on the other side of the bracket, if you're preparing to face France,
it's nothing you didn't know coming in.
Right. So how do you stop it? What do you do?
I was shaking my head, and as we were in the break there, looking at that goal again from Mbappe, the slow-mo from behind as the ball just goes with power, dip, whatever, everything into that far corner. Just thinking that there's no goalkeeper in the world that can save that.
Maybe one that's 9 feet 6 inches tall. I don't know. You saw, by the way, Mbappe is now technically ahead of Lionel Messi because he has more assists, even as they are tied in the Golden Boot race with the same number of goals. Okay, what can Morocco do? Hakimi, and it was under hit in the end for Brahim Diaz. It's a Moroccan team that has showed guts, that have showed heart so many times before to get to these back-to-back quarterfinals. First African nation ever to do so. What can they do here in Foxborough? Shamsuddin Talbi, they were down a goal late. 90+1 they scored against the Dutch to force extra time. We saw Belgium against Senegal come back from 2 goals down with 5 minutes to go to force extra time. Team that came to this tournament without 2 injured starters, that came into this game without 2 more injured starters. What do they have left to give? And they're going to make 2 more substitutions in the wings at the next opportunity. Shamsuddin Talbi will hook that cross in from deep. That was mishit, and it ends up on the roof of the net. That took a weird, either a bounce or just the flight of the ball fooled Upamecano.
Yeah, well, he's trying to hit it with the laces on the half bounce there, instead of using the larger surface of your foot, the inside, just to sweep it away, results in a sliced ball that just goes over Magnon's goal. So maybe from a Moroccan perspective, they can get back into this game with a set piece, create something that they haven't been able to do from open play.
Give me the pump fake. Hit this in deep to the back post. It's too deep. Hold it on the other side, or at least attempting to hold it on the other side. Unahi could not do so. And it breaks down there. Here come the changes. And Salah Eddin, who was brought into the lineup because of the injuries, one of the players off. Zimbabwe now sits 1 away from Messi's all-time World Cup goal-scoring record. And Brahim Diaz, a player that has so much weight on his shoulders of expectation, playing at Real Madrid. 2 assists in the last game. His day is done now. Kassim Yassine, who part of what changed the game for Morocco against the Netherlands, is on. Zakaria El Wadi is making his World Cup debut, had not played so far at this tournament. Seen another French-born player, the 4th to see the field today for Morocco against France, and he commits that early foul. It's a warm one today. Luckily, they had those hats to hand out to people to try to block the sun. Shouldn't have quite the same issue tomorrow in Los Angeles. It'll certainly be very warm, but it'll at least be later. There shouldn't be as much direct sun on the field for Norway, England, and Miami. It'll be a nighttime kickoff in Kansas City between the Swiss and Argentina, and then both semifinals indoors in Dallas and Atlanta. So it's kind of over to you, East Rutherford, New Jersey, for what the conditions will be for a daytime kickoff a week from Sunday in the final. Quarter hour to go here in Foxborough. Goals 6 minutes apart. Mbappe and Dembele. Mbappe's third assist, just to Ousmane Dembele. After the French had been largely frustrated for the opening hour of the game, including Mbappe having a penalty saved in the first half.
That's one of the stats I did love coming into this game, was that between Mbappe and Dembele, they'd combined for 6 goals. Well, now it's 7.
We got a man down here. We got a concern.
Oh, it's Mbappe.
And this is the last thing
Yeah, that is
that France
a potential
wants to
concern.
see. And this building has just
I
gone
was
awfully
just
quiet.
about to say that. It's taking the air out of the building here. Is some concern for sure. He's walking off. It's hard to judge by players' reactions in these moments, and he was holding his right foot, it looked like.
And he had plenty of injury issues this season at Real Madrid. He's going to get a great ovation now, though. Goal and an assist today.
I think also the way he's coming off like that is potentially a signal of don't worry about me, but we will see. That's something to watch. But no visible limp, we'll potentially get a replay of maybe a moment that happened with him off the ball. But nonetheless, Mbappe is off. The difference maker once again. Got the goal scoring started for France and then laid one off for Dembele, opened up the field for him. Dembele finished it off. And now Mateta on the field.
Jean-Philippe Mateta, 8 minutes played at this tournament. Again, you could be an excellent, incredible, world-class player, but if you're one of a few certain nationalities, you might struggle to get on the field at the World Cup. Randy Barcola replacing Desiree Doué as the other sub. Tomorrow on Fox, quarterfinals continue. It's Spain against Belgium in Los Angeles. Coverage starts at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, live on Fox. Winner of this game, winner of that game. Meet Tuesday in Dallas in the first semifinal. France looking to slam the door shut now. It's going to come in, and that was meant for Mateta. Chance to get his first ever World Cup goal at the age of 29. And then a foul committed on Yassine. And yeah, I think the combination of the heat, the 2 French goals, Mbappe coming off, there's an awful lot of fans here sort of thinking, okay, job done, we're exhausted.
I'm sure there's a few players out there feeling the same. And especially, how deflating is it if you're a Moroccan player right now? You're in the game, you're feeling good, as we said, and then you go down 2 goals and you think, well, now we got to chase the game. Now we've got to find a way to try to get in this. And then all of a sudden, even in that last break, in that sequence where France, they smell the blood every counterattack, and they just pour numbers into the attack to try to hit you one more time and get that 3rd goal.
Rahimi, nice little move to create the space, trying to get a cross in, takes a deflection. Rahimi is there to bring it down. Didn't really have a great option to lay it off to. Amrabat holds it in, and awkwardly dealt with there by Rabiot. No real shouts from the Moroccan players.
Look at the speed here now.
Barcola will slow it up. Elise. Barcola into the box. Cuts it back, took an awkward deflection, almost steered it goal bound. It'll come out for a corner.
Oh, Mateta made a great run off the goal line about the penalty spot. Watch his run in the middle as Barcola comes inside. He thinks he's going to run, stops, looks for the angle, trying to get that cutback ball to finish off what would have been his first touch of the game. A great running from Barcola, had been starting the last couple of games for them.
Rabiot under some pressure, nice touch there. And Yassine. And the defiant shrill whistles from the Moroccan supporters as the opposition's in possession, despite a disheartening day for them. Lucadinha hooks it in, Matetas up for it, and it bounced off the defender, in fact, El Wadi. That worked in the end to steer back to Bono. 10 minutes to go in Foxborough. Unahi. Able to weave his way into some open space. Kassim Yassin trying to cut it in on Barkala. Just nowhere to go for Morocco right now. It's going to be hooked in and awkwardly again dealt with by Upamecano. Comes off the side of his head. Morocco outshot today 17-2. When they faced off in the semifinal of the last World Cup, this was the scoreline. The stats were pretty even. That's going to be a free kick from Morocco. As we say, if they can get one, they can create some chaos and chase to the second. Hopefully Mbappe's okay from whatever his issue was. This was not the issue. This was just something magical and special.
The spin rate. That ball is, it's like smashing a forehand topspin in tennis. Just the way it was picking up speed and speed as it was accelerating through there. Like I said, I mean, Diop's 3 yards away from him.
Hakimi sends it in, pings around and cleared away by Koundé. Mazraoui last man back, trying to reset it wide for Achraf Hakimi. 8 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Hakimi 2 for company, takes a kick as he plays it inside. Unahi has Talbi out wide. And the referee's going to pull this back for a free kick here. Didn't feel there was an advantage coming. Another set piece chance for Morocco.
It's been few touches in the attacking half for Hakimi. And this one, yeah, he's caught late by Rabiot. And he has been their threat. We've talked about it so much. And the players are up. They're hoping for something to give them an opportunity here. I wonder if he shoots this one directly on target. He tried it from closer, yeah.
Right at the end of the first half. Hakimi will roll it sideways. Unahi! Magnon save, not held. Rebound cleared away. Well, first save of the game.
The two of them combined on a set piece to score against Canada. The exact same type, and Magnon sees it all the way, but just strong punch away. And here come Morocco, a little bit of pressure now.
They've been allowed kind of back into this with some of these set pieces. They're getting their chances. That's going to be another corner.
He's barely had any action today, and you can see, look, he's trying to stay low and get an angle to see that coming through traffic, and he was able to get enough of an angle, and the ball was hit at a height that was nice for him to make that save when he was counted upon.
And again, the referee he's actually more concerned about the placement of the ball. He's going to come over and have a chat as Mike Magnon belatedly gets the captain's armband. The back of his first save all game. Just his 11th save in 5 games in this tournament. Only 2 goals allowed by France. Hakimi to the near post, and it hits the outside netting. That was a wonderful opportunity. That was El Anaoui there.
Wow. That is not far away. He arrives, run from the penalty spot, gets across everybody at the front. And I think Magnon, you'll see his positioning right now. He actually ends up inside the goal as he's trying to back up here. He's not saving that if that's in. Just past that near post. Wow.
Talbi is done. It'll be a World Cup debut for 25-year-old Amine Sbai, who was born in Morocco but raised in France and plays in France. Another French player playing for Morocco. He was an injury replacement late onto the roster, and he will get his first minutes of the tournament now. Morocco running out of time. have had a flurry of opportunities. Can they keep the pressure up on this very hot day in Foxborough? After a very disheartening 6 minutes in which they conceded twice, that Spy just on the field, going to cross the net. It's easy for Mignon, even as he battles the sun. He's going to lay it out quickly. Bradley Barcola running it on Rabat. Barcola drifting in to Bennett, lets it run. Olise couldn't get enough curl.
Ooh, not far away. He's looking for his first goal in the tournament. Again, the selfless running, and you've got Mateta crashing the near post. You've got Dembele letting that one run to find Olise. It's just the selflessness of this entire team. And it's a unique characteristic here, as you said, John, the interview with Jenny Taft with Didier Deschamps speaking about, look, these players are all stars at their team, and they recognize the team is the most important part of this, and you can see that manifested in the way that they play. They combine the passing, the extra pass to a teammate, not trying to make it all about you. So many different weapons.
Malo Gusto, who's just on the field, has talked about that as well. How difficult it is for him, a guy used to starting at his club team Chelsea, to barely see the field at the World Cup, but at the same time trying to be a good teammate, trying to support the team in the right way, wanting to be part of a winner. It's great work again. Olise, Dembele intercepted by Diop.
You know, especially with all the subs, it's an incredible amount of trust that Didier Deschamps has put in Olise, because he's been, so much was made about him being on the yellow card. If he picks up another one, he misses the semifinal that's impending for them. But oh, look at the speed here.
Barcola just drifting away. Mateta running through the middle. Barcola wants it himself. Bono was alert at his near post not to get caught. Goes down to make his 5th save of the game.
Well, he's got the options in the box. He's crossed the last couple. And this one, he actually tries to catch Bono at his near post, thinking he's maybe going to anticipate to his left. But Bono able to come up with the save that time. And just get a look at the ice pack on the right ankle, it looks like, of Kylian Mbappe. We'll see what that is in the days to come. But he doesn't look particularly concerned.
Well, that will be the major storyline for France between now and Tuesday afternoon in the semifinal. Dembele to take the ensuing corner, whipped it in. Bono beat to him by Mateta, but he couldn't get over the ball and it ends up out.
Well, the 6'4" Mateta going up and getting this one as Bono just takes a bad angle here. Actually takes an angle behind it. But that's tough to try to, the ball of that height and pace to direct it back on target. The French just cruising through. I mean, there was a spell there for Morocco the last couple of minutes where it's some pressure from set pieces, but I don't know how much more Morocco could have done, honestly. It's just a testament to how strong, how disciplined, how in sync, and just how formidable this French team is. You said if you're the other team's looking about playing this team, you've got to play the game of your lives. This is one of the best teams I have ever seen, and they might get Spain or Belgium. Well, they will get Spain or Belgium in the semifinal. Spain can do damage against this French team.
Spain's beat them twice.
Yeah, they did in the Euros.
Euros and the Nations League semifinal, that 5-4 game we called in Stuttgart.
That was an insane game.
That was definitely a game of guys that were at the end of a long season who were maybe not defending with as much intensity.
It'd be a different game, for sure.
I mean, you see the numbers. There just is a different level that certain teams, certain nations can hit and can produce that is hard to match. There's a reason only 8 countries out of the 212 eligible to win the World Cup, only 8 have ever actually won it, as that's deflected into Mike Mignon. And the last first-time winner we had was Spain in 2010. Not like it was a shock that Spain won a World Cup. It was just a shock it took them that long. And that's one of the interesting questions, because all 4 of these quarterfinals are one nation that has won the World Cup, one nation that has not. Mohamed Wabi, again, he was put in a tough situation. He was given this job on a couple months' notice. The prior coach, Reguilón, was kind of run out of town because they weren't playing well enough. Ultimately, yes, is there anything differently or better he or they could have done?
Well, and he's on the verge of having his first loss as the head coach of Morocco. And it's a team that, again, it's not bad to lose to France. It's just, we've spoken about this a fair amount, John, is coming into this tournament, an extra game, 8 to win a World Cup, 6 added minutes coming. it was going to take depth. It was going to take coaching. It was going to take teams staying healthy, as Mateta looked like he might have been onside. And the fact is, to play against a team like France, to be down one of your key players and one of your best players in the whole tournament, Sidebar, that's a big loss. You're missing a player at the back as well. So the drop in quality is evident. You just don't have the same oomph up front. But to say that the result would have been different with them, I don't think it would have been. I just don't see a way in which Morocco were going to win this game.
So the flip side of that argument then is that France do have that type of depth.
Yeah.
If let's say Mbappe can't play Tuesday, or France, do they have enough oomph to beat Spain or Belgium?
I think they do, but that's a huge missing piece. He's the X factor. He's the guy today that when the game was tight creates a goal out of absolutely nothing, and then the game looks like it's in complete cruise control, which it has in the balance, but you still need those guys that can give you that top-end talent goals.
Rahimi. Upamecano couldn't knock him off the ball. Unahi trying to scoop it in the middle, and it's sliced backwards. Second time today there's been a slice clearance that Mignon was a little worried about for a moment, and with a little less than 5 minutes to go, Morocco have corner kick number 5. It'll be a different taker this time. It'll be Amin Sabai. Hooks it in, Mignon hesitated, headed away. There's Rabiot there. Zraoui, Unahi, Hakimi. Now the cross got into a good spot, but only man there was Saliba. Felt like she never went out of play. It was cleared wide, just not out. Dembele chased it down. Is there a chance for a French third? Do they need a third? Do they care? Or are they just going to cycle it around? 4 minutes to go. What are you looking for tomorrow between Spain and Belgium? Winner of that game, presumably now against France in the semifinal.
Yeah, Spain just been picking up steam all tournament long. And then you got Marino coming off the bench, providing the game winner. Oh, what a touch.
Boy, it's like he had glue on his foot there.